But I just want to ask about your faith because obviously you guys both proclaim that you're Christians. How do you reconcile your guys' thought processes of and your arguments of how you have this sense of argument? And I may be wrong about everyone being on the right and being on the left when Jesus Christ Himself, His example and His reflection among the people of this world wasn't about whether you were blue or red, what I like to call the Bloods and Crips of America, and He was more about just loving your enemies, loving your neighbor as yourself.
What gospel are you reading, man?
What gospel am I
Jesus
reading?
Christ said, "I will come and bring a sword and divide father from son, and I will bring divide brother from sister." Christ our Lord said at the end of John 8 that you shall sin no more. Our Christ was full of love and truth. We believe truth is rooted in the scriptures, and the conservative movement is far closer to biblical truth than the left.
I agree with the point that you made that Jesus Christ is going to come with an arm and a sword and He's going to separate people from yeah, absolutely, right? But it's not about the appointed contention of trying to get people to a party or a side, because Democrats and Republicans doesn't matter when it
Wrong.
comes
Jesus
to.
said, "What happens if you touch young children?" According to Jesus.
That's not what I'm talking about.
No, but that's a
That's
side.
not- that's not what I'm talking
No, that's
about,
a side. The Republican Party stands for children. The Democrat Party does not. That is a side. And Jesus called us to take sides with children.
Yes, but not take sides with parties.
Well, there's
we're
one
not.
side
We're
that
not. We're
defends
not. We're
it.
not disciples of the Democrat
No,
Party.
I
We're
know,
not
but there-
disciples
No.
of
There-
the Republican
there's
Party.
one side that does
We're
child sacrifice.
disciples of Jesus Christ.
There's one side that has clearly made their platform, as we just saw with the previous person who came up and asked this question, or rather made the assertion. There's one side again that defends the sanctity of life, and there's one side that does not. So when we're talking about sides here, I would say we're talking about what is morally right and what is morally wrong, rather than red versus blue, right versus left. It's really not about that. But there is one side that aligns closer to biblical values than the other side.
So what would be your point in that? I'm sorry, I couldn't.
There's one side that aligns closer to biblical values than the other side does. Therefore, that is the side that Charlie and I both advocate for, because not even really advocate for. We advocate on behalf of those moral values that I hold dear to my heart,